Today's video is going to be a little bit different. There's like two parts, two things that I am going to share with you or talk about in this episode. First one, I'm going to give you a little short on big city life versus small town life, and then I'm going to show you how I make these videos. We're going to have some fun doing it. Stick around, this is going to be a pretty good episode. As you all are aware, we're all trying new things, trying to do different stuff because our hands are tied, we're stuck. You know, everybody is quarantined. I'm gonna share with you something about this small town here in Opp, Alabama. It's a lot different than living in a big city. And I'm gonna elaborate on that a little bit. You see, I have lived in Montgomery almost my entire life. And Montgomery is not a huge city like Atlanta or New York or Los Angeles. It's not on their size maps, but it is the capital of Alabama. It is a fairly large city. There's a lot of people that live there. I've been there my whole life, and I am not actually horribly fond of the small town life. You see, here in Opp, Alabama, this is a small town. There is not a Walmart. There are only like a couple of places to eat here. And if you need to get to a Walmart or you want to go to a Taco Bell or even a McDonald's, you've got to drive 30 minutes over to the next town, which is Andalusia, to be able to get those things. Well, the small town here in Opp, these guys wait for spring and summer months to hit. Not because it's spring and summer, obviously, and it's beautiful and warm out. Because during the spring and summer months, this location that you see right here, this is a shaved ice stand. The people here of Opp, Alabama, they wait for spring and summer because this shaved ice stand opens. It has been here many years, and the people of Opp have come to enjoy it. It is what they look forward to when spring hits. This shaved ice stand is open 4 days a week, Wednesday through Saturday, throughout spring and summer. Everybody who lives in this town will come and get their shaved ice from here. It's kind of crazy to think that the entire town of Opp waits for this one little shack to open its doors, but they do. They look forward to it every year, and they don't have anywhere else that they can get ice cream. You see, in Montgomery, there's tons of ice cream places. You can go down any street and go to a Baskin-Robbins or a Cold Stone Creamery. They're all over the place. But here, there is nowhere else. And like I said, there is not too many places to eat here. You got a Burger King, a Hardee's, and a Church's Chicken. There is nowhere else for them to go to enjoy an ice cold treat on a warm spring day than right here. This is what they have. Now, I am telling this story today because I thought it was an interesting contrast between small town life and big city life. In big cities, even throughout the winter, people will go to Baskin-Robbins or Cold Stone Creamery and enjoy their ice cream. But here, they don't have that luxury. So the entire town looks forward to spring and summer when the shaved ice place opens. They offer more than just shaved ice. They have other frozen treats as well, just like what you would get off of an ice cream truck. I see this year they started selling Dippin Dots. That's incredible. You guys know, or well, some of you may not, but Dippin Dots is my favorite. I absolutely love Dippin Dots, and I can't get enough of them. I also see that they adopted Ice Ice Baby as a new slogan. It's kind of hilarious. Well, Right now in these trying times, these unprecedented times, I thought it would be interesting for this video today if I showed you what went into making these videos that I make, from the equipment that I use all the way up to editing. I thought it'd be interesting, so that's what we'll do now. Now I have 5 main cameras that I use for just about anything, and really it just depends on what I'm doing or how I'm feeling as to which one I use. I've switched over to one of them, which is my cell phone, to show you these. I rotate between the Canon M50, which is my most used camera. I use it more than anything else because it's small and compact, but it has a microphone jack that I can put an external microphone with a wind muff to block out the wind noise and to pick up audio a lot better. None of the rest of them have microphone jacks, but I rotate between it and the Canon SX740HS. Prior to getting this one, I had the Sony HX80 that I used, and I still use it. In fact, yesterday's episode, a lot of it was filmed on the Sony HX80. The only problem with it is the audio on it's not really that great. It has some real audio issues that are real crappy, and every time I shoot with it, while I'm editing, I have to bump up the audio and do some adjustments because it's not great. Now the 740HS, the audio is pretty good on it, but like I said, it doesn't have a microphone jack. So it does have one giant slot here on the top, that's the microphone. So I just covered it with the same stuff as what's on this Dead Cat is what it's called. I put it up here on top of this to block out the wind noise on this one. That's why that was a really good camera. And then I have the GoPro. I have a GoPro Hero 7 that I used for a while until DJI released their Osmo Action. Now I still have the GoPro, I just haven't used it in a long time now because I've been mainly using this one, and the reason why is because unlike the GoPro, the Osmo Action has a front screen, so I can see myself as I'm filming and make sure that I'm lined up in the shot. Everything's in focus, which is really good. And that's another thing about all of these other cameras. Why I chose them specifically was because of their ability for me to be able to see as I'm filming. Each one of them has a screen that faces me, so I can point them at myself and see myself and know that I am in frame and focused. That's why I chose the cameras that I chose. The Osmo Action shoots in 4K at 60 frames per second. The Sony HX80 is in 1080p, 60 frames per second. The Canon 740HS, 4K, 30 frames per second. And then the Canon M50 is 4K at 30 frames a second. That's what I use to film. Now, I was using my cell phone to shoot that last sequence, but almost this entire video was shot and filmed using the Canon 740HS. I just showed you with the flip out screen. Now, there is one more camera that I like to use. It's probably my favorite out of all of them, and that is my DJI Mavic Pro. The reason why it's my favorite is because I get to fly. For one, you get some beautiful imagery with it. It's just a lot of fun. It shoots in 4K at 30 frames a second as well. And like I said, it's my favorite. I would take the cameras and film whatever subject matter I decided to film, but then I take all that footage and I upload it into my Dell Inspiron laptop. It's a 4K laptop, so that I can film and edit the 4K footage that I shoot. And I pay for and I use Adobe Premiere Pro. I decided to pay for Adobe services over using a free editor because like you've seen in some of my videos, I sometimes do a lot of heavy editing, as like this for example. And this. And you can't really do those with free editing software. You can't do that kind of stuff, the green screen and the heavy special effects. You don't get to do those in just free software. So I purchased Adobe Premiere because I like that aspect of filmmaking, and you can pretty much do whatever you need to do with Adobe. I can do all that. This particular video that I'm editing right now is the video that you will see the day before this one comes out. So yesterday's video is what I'm working on right now. Typically I will spend a day. I will film all day and then come in, I'll dump all my footage into the computer, and I'll sit down late in the evening after dinner and I'll edit until I finish the whole video. It may be 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, but I'll finish editing the whole video. Now, yesterday's video got uploaded late in the afternoon, and that was because last night my leg was hurting really bad as I was trying to edit, and I couldn't really concentrate on what I was doing to the video because my leg was hurting so bad. So about halfway through with editing, I shut it off and I went and took some sleep medicine and I went to bed. And then I got up today. I actually started filming this video first, and now I am finishing the editing for yesterday's video. In fact, I just finished it. It is 100% now. I am all the way done with it. This video is uploading to YouTube right now as we speak, and I am gonna set it to go live here in just a few minutes. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode. I had a lot of fun today showing you how I make these videos, the process that goes into them and all. It's all day long affair. From the time I get up, I start thinking about what I'm gonna shoot till early the next morning when I finally go to bed after I'm done editing. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I really hope that you guys are staying healthy, doing what you have to do to keep from catching this vicious plague that's going around. As always, the normal spiel. If you want to help support the channel, check out the links down in the description box below. It's much appreciated, and it helps keep us going. Fuels our adventures. You can also help out the channel by clicking the thumbs up button down there. And if you're not subscribed, click that subscribe button. You can even take it a step further and click the notification bell. That way you get notified every time I upload. Thank you all. I will see you again tomorrow with another video. I hope you all have a great day. Stay safe and stay healthy.